Alright, so today we're going to be working on the old XLT mod here. So it's being converted to a 144, but I have not done the tunnel extension yet. So right now when you're riding, your back gets shot by slush and whatever else. So I'm going to build a tunnel extension. I got an old steel door right here. We're going to cut that up. I'm going to show you how to bend it, and we'll fit it onto the old XLT. Alright, so I marked out how long I want my extension to be and just made a line there. So I'm going to take the grinder and cut that off. So this is 18 inches. There's going to be some overhang onto the current tunnel on the sled, but at least this will be the portion will bend and go from there. All right, there we go. So you want to try and get that cut as straight as possible. That's why I use the grinder instead of the plasma cutter. So I wanted a nice clean cut there. So now my tunnel is 16.5 inches wide, so I'm going to mark that out and then we'll get to bending this. Alright, so I've got my jig set up here, and I got two 2x4s clamped together, and I've got this 1/2 inch, 6x1/2 inch piece of wood, and I've self-tapped larger self-tappers that the heads will clear this 2x4, and then smaller ones down below to hold it on, and then I might just screw some handles onto this board. As you can see, I've already bent it. It's going to work. But I'm going to put some handles on there and bend it 90 degrees. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Alright, so I got it in the vise here. This jig set up. It's clamped in the vise. I just hold on to this clamp here and bend with that. And we're pretty close to 90 degrees. That's as far as I can go. So I'm going to go the other side and then bend that side, and we'll see how it looks. So quick tip, before you do your second bend, you want to measure your 16.5, well that's my tunnel width, off the first bend, and then clamp down your 2x4 where you want your second bend to happen. So you want to remeasure and go all the way along the 2x4 and make sure it's straight with your first bend. Oh, there we are. Nice 90 degrees secondary bend. So we'll take the jig off and check the measurements, and then we'll start shaping this tunnel. Alright, so we got the back bumper off. There is this lip here that I've previously cut. If yours is still intact, you could actually put it on the end of your new tunnel extension. But since I've cut mine up and the studs have been catching it, I'm going to grind the rivets out, take it completely off, and then I'll get to installing the new tunnel extension. Alright, so that's the extension mock-up. So I cut it on an angle up, and I'm going to kind of put my back bumper on a little bit of an angle just for looks. I do wish I did make it go all the way down here just so it didn't look so bad. But whatever, it's done now. But it fits awesome. Like, that's just sitting on there. It's almost like it was made to be. So that'll fit over nicely around the tunnel. I'm going to get the rivet machine out, start riveting. This particular door already had a trim, so I use that to my advantage. And I'm going to rivet right through there just to give it some rigidity. And I also have a lip to hang a snow flap off of if I want to. So I'm going to start riveting this on. Well, there she is. Woo! Looking good. Can't complain about that. Angled the bumper up a little bit for some aesthetic reasons. Can't complain about that fitment either. It's perfect.